up, everybody? It is Coach, and I'm coming to you with another one of these Vault / Elite List videos. And yeah, it's me. It's your old buddy Coach talking to you about this. So what we have in front of us right now is the Hand of the Seven. So I've already talked about the models, and I've talked about them in the Vault video that came out the other day. So what I'd like to do is, when the Vault was open, per se, for June, there wasn't any stats for the Hand of the Seven, but now there are, and then we're going to go over it. So let's not wait another second, and let's get to it. So here's the list right here. I'm going straight off the companion app, all right? I love the companion app, I really do. Usually on this side, you'd have guys that you would add to your list, but since this is a 200-point list, it's coming out with everything you got in the list. You can't add, you can't subtract, you can't do anything to it. It's a take as is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. That's why it's a little, you see this is empty here. But let's get to it. So first off, the leader of the pack is the Monarch. All right, 4/5/4, 1 armor, 2 hit points, health points, size 1. She has Energy Shield 3, which is fantastic. All right, Survival 4 and Energy Shield 3 is really good. Jump Pack, Recon 3+, excellent. Scout, all right. TAC 1 is a little low, but we'll get to that. And special orders, ESOC retrieval mission. Now, she is equipped with the Genling Bullpup, range 5, AP 1, weight of fire 1. Not bad, not a bad weapon. She's 3 VPs, heavy VPs. All right, so usually I get to this stuff at the end, but I want to get to it now. That's why we have it here. So let's look at what retrieval mission is. So spend the special order result to have the active model nominate any unoccupied cube outside of your deployment zone. Roll 3 dice, 5+2, test. 2 successes out of 3 dice. If the active model is a hacker, you may reroll one of the dice. There's a few hackers in here, so it comes in handy. If you succeed, the nominated cube is used. If you fail, make a scatter roll to determine the cube effect. So basically, you're going to place an ESOC marker in the cube, which is, if you saw at the beginning, or if you watch the video, it looks like the enforcer who's lying on it, face down, he's like injured or whatnot. So I guess that's the marker. So that's kind of cool. Friendly models within a cube containing an ESOC marker may use the companion keyword, and their ranged weapon may use the augmented keyword. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This is going to come in handy because there's something else at the end when you're going to have to pick, picking at the beginning. So that is our splat right there. So let's get to it. All right, Monarch, I always like the model. Think it's great. Now we got in the Vault. Let's go to Corporal Artemisia. 4/5/4 across the board. No armor. 2 health points, size 1. She is elusive, so if you shoot her, you roll an extra dice, right? Let's get to what's elusive. Yep, you see? Adds N. I don't know why it says N1 here. I guess that's a typo. And, survive test. So that's not bad. It's good. Engineer, hacker, and scout. So there you go. You got a hacker in there. She does have scout, which is awesome. All right, she's an engineer. So she got 2 weapons. She got the Tag Precision Rifle, range 8, AP 1 Prey. And let's not gloss over the fact that Prey is there. All right. So what's happening is that Prey is bringing Tag back. This is essentially Tag, but giving you Prey, so works out nice. All right, so it's about time that this comes back, but it's not for shooting. It's only for combat. So listen, you guys got rid of Tag. That was the worst thing you ever did for the enforcers. Running Pathfinders without Tag is just, bring Tag back. Even if it's Prey, that's fine. But and Prey with the Tag rifle, you don't even need another Tag rifle or Tag pistol, which they have now. The old Tag was the best, man. You got to bring that back. All right, pistol with toxin rounds, range 3, toxic 1. So 2 shooting weapons and no fire control. So you're gonna have to pick and choose. Toxic 1's not bad, but Prey is pretty good. You know what you can do if you're in range? Let's say you're in range 3. Shoot it with the AP 1 Prey and then hit it with the toxin. Do almost like double damage. So, but not bad. Okay, so let's go to Corporate Valet. Okay, yes, I know it says Valet, but we're going to call him Valet after one of our beloved family members here. So moves on 1 to 2, 4.54 across the board. Armor 1, 2 health points, size 1. So other than the Monarch, Artemisia, and Valet are brand new. All right. She has a jump pack and resilient 1. Weight of health 1. All right, not bad, not bad. You're getting sniper rounds with sniper rifle with AP rounds. So you got the sniper scope. Range 10, AP 1. All right, I like this. This is how a sniper should be. All right. Shoots on a 4, fights on a 5, survives on a 4, armor 1. This is how a sniper should be. All right, AP 1 should be. Good old-fashioned sniper. And now, I will say that the sniper scope rule now, the new one that came in, I love it. I love it. I think it was a really good addition to Deadzone. All right. Let's move to Corporal Pantheon. All right. Corporal Pantheon is one of the new Novichok troopers, and I'm surprised we got this in the vault. I'm really excited about this. So something new here. 4.43, survive of 3. Very cool. Armor 2, survive of 3, armor 2. 2 health points, size 2. You put him on a 40mm base. It's just like a peacekeeper. Now let's look at the rules here. So he is a beast and solid. So beast is going to hold you back a little bit, but solid is pretty good. All right. Superhuman strength, something new. Let's check what superhuman strength is. Superhuman strength is once per game. Once per game at the start of his activation. This does not need a splat dice. Pantheon may gain the charge and defender shield keywords, and his stomp attack gains AP 1 and suppression till the end of the round. So his stomp attack here is stomp. It's smash 1. So now when you use superhuman strength, it gains AP 1 and suppression and smash. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And once per game, he'll get charge and the defender shield keyword. Charge I'm not too crazy about, but defender shield works. So armor 3 with a survival of 3 works. That works pretty good for thing. And I'm assuming it doesn't say oh, it does. I'm sorry. Until the end of the round. Yes, so it would be the whole round. Okay, so this is pretty good. My only problem I have is this, all right? You got this big dude. You got Corporal Pantheon, right? He's one of Novichok's. The heavy fusion gun, range 3, explosive, frag 4. You got that huge gun. The model is cool, right? You get that huge gun, and it's basically just a frag 4 shooter. You know, it shoots frag 4 grenades. I just think the range is too short. That's just me. But, yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him. I mean, you got the heavy fusion gun. You're going to use that. But even the fight of 4, survive of 3 works. Works pretty good. All right, so now we're moving on to the ESOC drone. That's the drone on the flight stand here. Moves on a 2 to 3. Range 6+. No fight stat. Survive stat of 5. Armor 1. 1 health point. Size 1, right? On a 40mm base. Woo, that's huge. That's huge for a drone. All right. ESOC drone infrared scanner, range 2, prey, and psychic. Now, why would this have psychic? I thought psychic was an innate ability that would go to aliens or, stuff like that, or using the mind and stuff. Giving it to an infrared drone, I get what you're doing, but I guess it can go through walls and stuff. I guess it's infrared scanner, so it goes through walls. You have nothing. There's no other rules. So instead of writing another rule, you write psychic. I can see that happening. That's okay. It's not bad. It's good here. I'm not too keen on drones, but he does have beast, construct, flight, and remote. So you need an engineer to do that. And if you look up above, over here, Corporal Antimedia is the engineer. So yeah, so this is not bad. You can get your +1, as a your buddy in the cube with you. So not terrible, but it's okay. Something to help with. All right, so here we go. This is the important one. Let's go to Sergeant Hallett. All right, it seems like his stats are basically the same. Moves on 1 to 2, range 5, 4, 3, survive, armor 1, 2 health points, size 2. Okay, he has armor 1. He has a pistol, range 3, which you're probably most likely never going to use. All right. He has frenzy 1, jump pack, and tough. Tough, survives on a 3, armor 1. He should be around for a while, man. Even with horrible rolling like myself, you should be around for a while. Now, the pistol's range 3, like I said, you probably won't use it. Phase Claw, your close combat weapon. AP2, Frenzy 1. Essentially, this young man has Frenzy 2. On a 4 fight, it's pretty good. It's the way to go. It's the way to go. Sergeant Hallett's awesome. All right, I think he's really, really good. But here we go again. You know, he should have TAC 1 at least, but because he's a sergeant. But you give it to everybody else, which is not smart. I don't want to say it's stupid because that'd be rude, but it's not smart. All right. Sergeant Hallett should always have. He's a sergeant. You know, he's leading troops. He should be a leader, and he should have TAC 1. All right. I digress. Let's move on. Next, Recon N2 N32-19. All right. I think it's pretty much the same. You got moves on 1 to 2, 4, 5, 4. Of course, the range has got to be good because he is essentially the recon, the sniper. You know, really gets out there and gets a job done from far away. All right. So, like I said, 4, 5, 4. No armor because he's a pathfinder. 2 health points, size 1. Now he has a tag rifle, which range 6, prey. Prey again. Sneaking, trying to sneak in tag, but it's okay. It doesn't work for shooting, but okay. You guys redeem yourselves a little later, which we'll get to. He also has impact charges, range 2, AP2. I guess this is the little recon drones. He's throwing impact charges now, range 2, AP2. All right, not bad, you know. And he fights on a 5, which is not terrible because you got to remember there's 8-sided dice. But you know, I think an elite trooper like this should have a better fight stat. That's just me. And also, he is a you know, he's in one of the elite lists, living legends type deal. So, but I'm a little biased towards the enforcers and especially recon. So let's go on to Sergeant Rhiannon. Okay, this is the one on the bike. So moves on a 2 to 5. Range of 4, fight of 4, survive of 3. Now, why does Sergeant Rhiannon, who is essentially a GCPS trooper, fight on a 4, but recon fights on a 5? Okay, that makes absolutely no sense. It really doesn't. It makes absolutely no sense. Also, why doesn't recon have a close combat weapon? Because the model he's jumping with his rifle, but it's facing down, but he has a knife behind, you know, like in the air ready to strike. Give him something. It doesn't even have to be anything special, or give it a special rule, maybe an AP1, or give him frenzy or something. Just, you know, that doesn't make sense to me. And I was always told when I was on the rules committee by the guy who was you know, the head of rules committee, if it's not on the model, we're not going to do it, which they've broken that rule about, I don't know, 700,000 times. So he really should have had a weapon. All right, a close combat weapon like Sergeant Rhiannon. So 4, 4, 3, Jesus Christ, across the board. 2 health points, size 1. Okay, shotgun with star shells, range 3. It burns and knockback. That's pretty damn good. All right, it burns is always. It's just once you do it to an opponent, it's so annoying. They got to roll, and if they don't, and if they, you know, they fail it, but they put the fire out, and they lose their activation. It's pretty good. All right. I don't know why you give her pistol range 3. It makes no sense to me. And then wrist blade leap. Wrist blade leap. Okay, whatever. Close combat, AP1, frenzy 1. So she has bike, evade, hacker, and resilient 1. Okay, so that's pretty good. Frenzy 1, wrist blade leap, fights on a 4. Yeah, she's a force to be reckoned with. No armor, but a 3 survive is really good. So all in all, these guys are pretty good. So let's look at the special orders and operations, which is a little bit it's a little bit convoluted, but we'll get through it together. So just bear with me and let's do it. So essentially, this is not a splat. Okay, we already went over this, the ESOC retrieval mission, which is here, where you know, you can drop a model. They can drop the model, the ESOC marker, and you know, you get some benefits to it and whatnot. Now, if you do using that, you want to use the Enforcer Special Operations Command. Okay, so that's, I guess, what SOC is, the Enforcer Special Operations Command. Marker on the board raises Monarch's tactician value by 1 with a maximum combined total of 4. Additionally, when placed placing items, place an ESOC marker randomly on the board following the item placement rule. All right. So, additionally, when placing items, place an EOC marker randomly on the board following the item placement rule. So now, when you put out your items, the little resin crates, I think they're in the vault. I'm not sure, but I remember purchasing them a long time ago. We always liked that because you could use it and they look cool, and then you could kind of use them as cover, to get behind them so the guy doesn't get a clear shot. So additionally, when placing items, place an EOC marker randomly on the board following the placement rule. So I guess you would put the random, put the stuff out and put one of them on there. So you can do that, and I guess use the splat. There would be one on the board, so you're bringing her to 2. Then you can do another 2, bringing it to 4. So tack 4 is really not that bad. So if you do this, you take this one, you put the extra one. She's at tack 2, and then you put another 2 on the board with your splats, and you can get tack 4. It's not bad. It's really not bad. Mark on the board, giving him tack 4. I mean, that's the highest one from Ingolf. So. That's okay. That's a pretty good one. Now, close quarters operation. Every named mercenary swaps their survive and fight stat for the rest of the game. One model receives the thermal mines equipment when deployed. So you're going to give somebody some thermal mines. All right. But here, all right, every named mercenary swaps their survive and fight stat. So let's go back up and look. Let's start from the get-go. Say we take that one, right? All right, survive a 5. Fight of 4. Artemisia, same thing, 4 and 5. Valley, 5 and 4 switch. So basically, this seems to be a trend here. All right, Pantheon, 4 and 3. What? So, a fight on a 3. The SC drone, I'm assuming that if you switch this, it doesn't matter. So I'm assuming that this is just, you're going to stay at 5 right there. All right. Sergeant Hallett going from 4 to 3. Wait a minute, that might be crazy fighting on a 3. So, it seems a trend. And you know what? This will really work good for Hallett because he's only going from 3 to 4. Now I know 3 and 4 is huge difference. I'm not a math expert. I am not a professor of math, but I know that 3 is better than 4. But if you're in a fight, you use that. And you know what? 4 is not a bad survive, right? Armor 1 and tough with a 4-up survive. Might be worth it. Recon 5 and 4. Okay, that might not be bad if he has to get in there. Oh, wait a minute, he doesn't have a combat weapon, but that's okay. Oh, I forgot to mention combat team training, hacker, scout, tac 1, and tough. He does have tough, so 5 and tough might not be terrible, but that's the thing is with him. I'd rather keep him at 5-4 here, fight and survive at 4. So you can't get to mid. You got to really think about it. All right. And then here we go with Sergeant Rhiannon, okay? He has 4 and a 3 fight. So now that she's on the bike, moving at 5, okay, can get into combat pretty good. And then there are 3 fighting on 3, right? With the wrist leap relayed, AP1 Frenzy 1, fighting on a 3, still size 1, but maybe, charging in with the 5. You're gonna get across the board within 2, you can get across the board in 2 activations, or you could use, like, say, a move dice and get across the board. So not bad. I like that one. It's pretty good. Only thing is, I wish there was something where, like, you can check it here and then everything would switch for you. So you'd have to maybe print this up and then change the numbers yourself. You got to keep remembering. I know myself, I probably forget halfway through it, but that's the thing. All right, so let's go to this one. Long-range assassination. Friendly prey markers on enemy models give a +1 die modifier to friendly models making a range test against them and have no effect on fight tests. What? This is not prey, my friends. This is the original tag. Long-range assassination. All right, guys, listen to me. This is Coach talking to you from the heart. All right? Take this rule out of this, all right? You can leave it in for this list, because they need it. But take long-range assassination out, all right? And you just, it's not prey, it's LRA, all right? you can get another cool token. I know the prey marker is pretty cool. Get another cool token and put it on them. You know what I mean? It'll be LRA. You can put a big L or LRA or something cool and use this. All right. +1 die modifier to friendly models, making a range test against them. It is tag, but the beauty of this is the way the old Pathfinder Sergeant's splat was, where it's target acquisition, and you would, if you had a tag rifle, if you had anything, you could use it. So if we go from target acquisition to LRA, or long range assassination, I did like the target acquisition, but long range assassination sounds really cool. I'm using my LRA, so I like this one a lot. Brings me back to tag. You know, there are a lot of shooting guys in here. Yeah, I really like this one. All right. Will of the Seven. Models in the strike team are not immediately removed from the game when damage received equals their HP stat. Instead, those damaged enough to kill them are removed at the end of the current round after scoring objectives, but before checking scenario win conditions. So this one was a little ambiguous. Andrew and I were talking about this, and so they're not immediately removed when. So you know, you get shot, you fight, whatever it is, and basically you don't get removed yet. You're not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. So instead of those damaged enough to kill them are removed at the end of the current round after scoring objectives but before checking the scenario win conditions. Okay, so now let's just say after scoring objectives. So I'm on an objective right now. No enemy in the queue with me. I get shot and 2 health points and I'm gone. I still score that objective. I get that, all right? But before checking scenario win conditions. Okay, so let's just say whatever, you got to be in deployment zone or something like that, whatever that mission, and whatever. But you can hold an objective. Now, this is the contention here. Instead of those damaged enough to kill them are removed at the end of the current round. Let's say, for argument's sake, Howlett, he was killed, and it's the beginning of the round, maybe like the second or third time my opponent's going. They shoot Howlett, Howlett's dead. All right, you don't remove him until the end of the round. Does that mean he's still alive and he can still function, and he can go about his business? And then at the end of the round, after scoring objectives but before checking the scenario wins, I take him out. So it's basically like I can wipe out, basically, say, half the army there with 3 or 4 dead guys, and still they get removed, and that's the way it works. That's not bad. I'll take it from there. So I know, like, guys like Claudio and a few of the other guys watch these videos and stuff. I'd really like some clarification on that, because instead of those damaged enough to kill are removed at the end of the current round. Andrew was like, well, you know what? It's not bad, because let's say you didn't activate yet and you get killed, you don't lose that activation, you go. Or let's say a guy comes in and he fights you and he kills you. Well, you can activate the dead guy, fight him back, and then at the end, if he kills him, he gets removed, and then I get removed at the end of the round. It's not a bad thing. So I got to be honest with you, all right? I'm talking to the rules committee right now, all right? This is what I'm talking about. I don't know which particular one to pick before the recon rules. I mean, the ESOC marker one's pretty good, pretty good. TAC 4, pretty good because it goes with the splat. Close quarters operations, switching the survive and fight stat. I like that a lot because you want to get out there and you want to do that. What I like about it is this. It makes people, all right, so essentially you're going to be a little bit less strong or weaker in, like, say, the saves, but your fighting will be better, and it doesn't mess with your shooting, which most of these guys are pretty good shooting. All right, so I like that one a lot. LRA I already went to. Good old-fashioned tag, I love it. I really like that one. Will of the Seven, if they get like kind of the last laugh or something, a lot of games have this where, all right, even though you're dead, you get one last crack at the person, and then you're taken out, because the guy's so tenacious, and he can really, he could tee up and do what he's got to do. I like this. I can't pick which one I like best. I can't. I don't know. I think, you know. I can't give you a list. I really like all of them. I really like all of them. You know, each one depends on your play style, what you have to do, or what you're going up against. When you know what the person's running, then you pick it. So let's just say the ESOC. That's a great one. If you know, you need like 4 or 5. You know, so you know he's Monarch is TAC 1, going up to TAC 4, right? So that would be 4. And then 4 and 3 is 7. Seven command dice. That's pretty damn good. And then the EOC marker with her splat, you roll the 3 dice and you put the guy in there. It really helps. I like that a lot. All right. Close quarter. If you're going against, let's say a shooty army and you want to get into combat, that might work good. Or if you have a close combat army, you want to do long range assassination to get them out. Depends on your play style and depends on the board too. With us, you know, heavy terrain makes it. Will of the 7. If you can get that last lick in there, I think it's pretty good. But it's very, very situational because that's one of these things. Like, say, you know, you lose 1 or 2 guys, and then that's going to come into being. I'll tell you what, in the last 2 battle reports against Andrew's Monster Maison list, this would have really helped. It would have really helped me a lot. So, but yeah, really, really good. I like this. I like these special operations, man. I think you guys hit it out of the park on this one. The LC retrieval mission, that's good because, you know, you can get the +1 in there, and it would go hand in hand with the ESOC, you know, the command. The only thing is if you have that splat, you have to do this one. If not, you know, it is what it is. And you know, and because with this one, it's outside the deployment zone. If the active miles hacker may reroll the dice, if successful, nominate the cube that is used, but it has to be an unoccupied cube outside your deployment zone. So it really wouldn't help if, like, say you're running up and you want to get into combat and you want to have you know, a buddy in there. So it's a little, you know, they got to work together. But it's not bad, but it's a little situational for my taste here. All right, so hand of the 7 here. I'm digging it, man. I like it. I mean, I'm an enforcer player. I love the enforcers. Yeah, I'm really digging it. You know, the 2 pathfinders here, they're not GCPS. I misrepresented them. They're both GCPS, not GCPS. They are not GCPS. They are both pathfinders, which is pretty cool. I like that. You know, it's hard to see here, but she does have a wrist blade coming out here. She's got the knife here. And now here's Recon's knife. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Is it censored over here? You know, he's got no knife there. That's kind of silly because I already have the model with the knife in it. But yeah, I'm digging this one, man. I really like it. Now, you got to do me a favor, right? Andrew doesn't want to play the Maison list against me. He wants to, but he doesn't want to because he keeps playing the same list over and over again. He wants some variety. But, you know, I think he should because this will be something cool to run against. And I think he might be a little run for the money. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in here, plus the combat drone, which would be 8. It's a little tough, man, but these guys are really elite. They got good armor. They got good armor saves. They got some good weapons here. I mean, the Monarch has an energy shield, man. That's crazy. All right, Hallett with Frenzy 2. Maybe switching the combat. You know, I mean, it could really work out. It could really work out. But this is what I want to see. More stuff like this. I mean, I'm really digging this list a lot, all right? But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, all right? Printing them up as we speak right now. This came out the first, but this wasn't in the companion till the 2nd of June. So that's why I'm doing the video right now. But actually, right now I have them printing. I'm gonna paint them up quick. I like to do maybe just come with me video. I got another way to paint them. I also printed up a bunch of the guys I already have because I want to do a whole another color scheme because I want to keep the Hand of the 7 together. So, but hey, here's a good question. What do you guys think? I'd like to know exactly what you think, because you guys in the last few videos have been awesome. We got some great comments and whatnot. So tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about these guys. If I screwed up some rules or you can get some clarification, you're always welcome to put them down below. Also, in this, I want everybody, if you watch this video, put a comment, Andrew, play the Maison, all right? Andrew, play the Maison list, the Monster Maison list. Andrew, play the Monster Maison list, because I want to go against him and see how we do against him this time. Because the Tertia, we're really good against them, but now I want to see how these boys stack up against them. This crew stacks up against them, all right? Because we got a bunch of ladies in here, so yeah. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait to paint these guys and stuff. So once again, the Mantic Vault and the Companion in conjunction with each other is paying dividends. So it's like $10, $13, whatever it is a month. It's worth it, all right? So guys, I really love the fact that you're hanging with me and doing this. Let's get this out. Don't forget, Andrew, play the Monster Maison list, and we'll get to it, all right? Thanks a lot. Appreciate you sticking with me this far. I'll see you in the next one. Get ready for the battle report.